I want to show you how you can use alignment sticks. We're inside the Morgan Franklin Transformation Center. When we say sticks, I'm talking about sticks. You've got to have 2 of them. Don't go out there with 1. It can be effective, but not as effective as 2. Now, as we start talking about alignment sticks, we have to talk about what the purpose is. Well, the first thing is we got to deal with the alignment of the body. So what we do is we take the alignment sticks, we put them down on the ground. They're like railroad tracks. They're parallel to each other, headed in a direction of where we're trying to get this golf ball to go. So for instance, let's say I'm trying to hit it into that basket out there. I'm going to take time and make sure that these alignment sticks are parallel to one another. Then, when I get in here, I'm checking the alignment of my feet. I want to make sure that my feet are the same distance from this inside rail. Both my toes are the same distance from this inside rail. The other thing that I'm doing is I'm making sure that my toe line, my knee line, my hip line, and my shoulder line are all parallel to these lines on the ground. Once you get to where that is established, now you look up at the target. And what you're doing is you're getting acclimated to what this feels like, because you can't use this on the golf course. But what we need to be able to do is make sure that we're accustomed to what that feels like. So we get in here like this, and now all you're going to do is just make some swings and try to get used to what this feels like. Okay, so I feel like when I get set up here that I'm a little bit more to the left. So that means now I've got to make sure that I'm controlling that club face. So we get in here again, understand, hey, body's got to rotate, my toes are set, and all you're working on when you're in here is making sure that all these lines are parallel, and then we're swinging. All right, now, that's the first way that you're going to use these alignment sticks. The next thing that I want you to do is I want you to work on aligning the club face. And the way you're going to do that is by taking this alignment stick, moving it back here. We're going to take another alignment stick and we're going to put this right over here like this. So we're going away from that parallel line. Now what we're working on is we're working on this perpendicular relationship. And what I'm going to do here is bring the ball in. And when I put this club down, I want to make sure that my club face is parallel to this alignment stick right here. All right, so when I'm in there like that, now again, I'm imagining this other rail right in here, making sure that I feel that same relationship. But now I'm looking at where this club face is and go, okay, that club face now feels like it's a little bit more open for me in this position. And yet when I get that, what you can see is now I hit a shot that goes at my target. So when I first started setting up and I first got in there with aligning the body, that was wonderful, but my club face was a little bit close. So I hit those first 2 shots to the left. Now I get in here, I now start paying attention to what's going on with the club face. And when I put that club face down, I go, wow, that thing was a little bit close. So now I'm working on getting the face aligned. But because what we also have to do is we have to make sure that all my body is working, but the club face has to be lined correctly. So that's a really big deal. The final thing that I want you to use these alignment sticks for, and there's many ways to use this, but the final thing that I want you to do is I want you to use it for ball position. When we start working on ball position, now what we're going to do is we're going to slide this back a bit. I'm going to bring this in here just like that. So now I've got this T set up right here that you can see. Now when I bring the ball in, I'm going to put the ball right on that alignment stick right there. So you can see that that's dead on that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that that ball is always the same distance from my left foot. It will vary a little bit depending upon the club and the type of shot that you're trying to hit, but you want to make sure that it's consistently the same. So if you're an individual like me, I like to try to get a ball to get up into the air, maybe hit a little cut. I'm going to have my ball a little bit more forward. So as I start to pay attention to that, now you can see that alignment stick, that ball, that's favoring my left side right there. If I'm trying to hit a draw, I might do something like that, and now that's favoring to the right side a little bit, or to the back side. So right here, we get in here like this. You can also, with this, work on that club face position as well, and also imagining that there's another line on the ground. Now I've got my toe line set up. So now we have here. Now I hit that shot. That's another really good shot. Let's see if I get 2 in a row. Yes, I love when that happens. Got 2 in a row. So what I want you to pay attention to is the positioning of the body, the positioning of the club face, and the positioning of the ball. And as you start to use those alignment sticks for those 3 things, what you're going to do is you're going to start to get some consistency in your game, and that's going to help lower your scores.